Imagine a business owner with 10 AI tabs open. Every tab says it can save time. But choose wrong, and you can spend a week making prettier posts while your offer, leads, and invoices stay messy. This is real now. QuickBooks 2026 AI report says roughly 7 in 10 SMBs in 4 English-speaking markets use AI regularly. So the question is not, should I use AI? It is, which tool gets the first job? By the end, you'll know the first 3 AI tools for your business type and which popular tools to ignore. You don't need all 10. Number 10. Perplexity. Start with Perplexity when the business question needs a trail. Before you draft a landing page, you often need to know what competitors are saying, what customers are searching, and whether a market idea has any source behind it. Perplexity's enterprise knowledge search can combine web sources with organization files, and its docs describe repositories with up to 500 admin uploaded files. A solo owner may not need that version. The practical lesson still holds. Use AI search when the answer should point somewhere. For the owner trying to write a first offer page, Perplexity is the market flashlight. It helps collect the outside facts before ChatGPT turns them into copy. Say you sell bookkeeping to restaurants. You can research common cash flow problems, compare competitor language, and collect questions owners already ask. Now your copy starts from reality, not guesswork. The decision test is simple. If the answer needs a link, citation, or current market signal, start here. If it needs judgment, move the raw material somewhere else and think before turning it into customer-facing language or a paid offer. Don't use it as your final authority. Use it to find the sources you still need to read. Once the market is clearer, that research has to turn into daily work. Number 9. Google Workspace with Gemini. If your business already lives in Google, Gemini may be the lowest friction AI upgrade on this list. Google describes Gemini across Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Meet, Chat, and Vids. That's 6 everyday work surfaces before you even open another app. Picture the same owner after a discovery call. There is a long email thread, a rough Google Doc, a few meeting notes, and a client update that needs to go out today. In that situation, the useful AI is not the one with the loudest demo. It is the one already sitting near the email, document, and action list. Gemini fits when Gmail and Docs are the workbench. If the business is mostly in Microsoft, Notion, or scattered cloud folders, the fit gets weaker. The issue is not model quality alone. It is where the real context lives. The next problem is more public. The business has to look consistent before it has a team. Number 8. Canva AI. Canva AI earns its place because small businesses often look messy before they look small. The offer might be good, but the Instagram post, one-page PDF, pitch deck, and website header all feel like different companies made them. Canva's current AI workspace includes design, writing, image, video, and brand tools, and Canva AI 2.0 emphasizes on-brand generation through assets like Brand Kit. Consistency is a business signal. It tells a customer, this person has thought about how they show up. Use Canva when the bottleneck is visual output, posts, ads, thumbnails, simple decks, lead magnets, or a quick product graphic. Hold back if the real problem is positioning. AI can apply colors and fonts. It can't decide why customers should care. After the business can show up, it needs somewhere to send people. Number 7. Wix AI. A first website should not become a shrine to procrastination. Wix AI is useful for the owner who keeps saying, I will launch when the site is perfect. Wix's AI website builder lets you describe the business and generate a site direction, and Wix launched its Harmony editor in January 2026 around AI-assisted site creation and editing. The point is not that AI can magically validate the offer. It can't. A first site only needs to answer 4 things clearly: what you offer, who it's for, why they should trust you, and what they should do next. Wix belongs in the stack for service pages, portfolios, local business sites, and simple landing pages. If the business is product-based with inventory, checkout, payments, and shipping, the website is not just a website anymore. First, reset. So far, these tools help you look real. research, documents, visuals, and a website. Now the ranking turns toward tools that help the business operate. Number 6. Shopify Magic and Sidekick. Shopify Magic and Sidekick are for the owner whose business moves products. This is a common place to waste money. If you sell consulting, you probably don't need Shopify just because it has AI. If you ship products every day, Shopify AI sits much closer to the real work. Shopify describes Sidekick as an assistant inside the admin that can connect store data, analyze operations, create content, and execute tasks. Shopify Magic also appears across product images, email campaigns, product content, and customer chat replies. Now, the recurring owner has a product page, a customer asking about shipping, and an email campaign that needs to match the offer. A generic chatbot can help draft. Shopify's advantage is that the work sits closer to the store. Choose it when checkout, product content, inventory, and customer questions are part of the business. Skip it if you sell services or knowledge. Don't force an e-commerce tool into a business that doesn't have e-commerce problems. Customer-facing AI needs review. A wrong answer about shipping, returns, discounts, or product details becomes a real support issue. The simple test is whether the AI is helping with the store itself, not just writing nicer words about the store. And as customers arrive, the next bottleneck is memory. Number 5. HubSpot Breeze. At first, you can remember every lead. Then one inquiry comes through a form, one through email, one through LinkedIn. One person asks for pricing, and one person needs a follow-up next Friday. At that point, customer memory becomes a system, not a vibe. HubSpot's Breeze documentation, updated March 31, 2026, describes Breeze Assistant, custom assistants, Breeze agents, a customer agent, a data agent, a prospecting agent, and AI features across content, summaries, enrichment, and workflows. HubSpot doesn't rank here because every new owner needs a CRM on day one. Many don't. It earns a place when customer context starts leaking out of your head. If leads, follow-ups, customer questions, and marketing campaigns are becoming hard to track, Breeze can help AI work from the customer record instead of from memory. If there's no customer process yet, wait. A CRM with no real process is an expensive address book. Now the business has public pages and customer conversations. The next reality check is money. Number 4, QuickBooks with Intuit Assist. QuickBooks ranks high because money questions change the owner's behavior. QuickBooks' 2026 AI report was based on more than 34,000 owner responses and anonymized data for more than 5.3 million QuickBooks businesses. In February 2026, QuickBooks also described Intuit intelligence experiences that can answer business questions grounded in unified financial data, like cash flow and overdue invoices. It pointed to AI agents across accounting, payments, customers, payroll, sales tax, and business tax. The same source includes a vendor-reported claim that assisted book closing can be nearly 3 times faster. Use that claim carefully. It's not a guarantee for your business, but the direction is important. The useful question is not, can AI motivate me today? It is, which invoices are late? Can I afford a contractor this month? Which cost is creeping up? What should I ask my accountant before tax season? For a business owner, Finance AI should help you ask better questions from real books, not from a generic motivational dashboard with fake certainty. It should not replace a bookkeeper, accountant, tax professional, or your own judgment. Second reset. From here, AI can affect records, money, and operations. The standard has to get stricter. Number 3, Zapier Agents. Zapier Agents are where AI starts taking action. Zapier says its platform connects to 9,000 plus apps, and its AI page describes more than 30,000 actions across those apps. Scale matters because small businesses rarely live in one neat system. But scale is not the same as reliability. The more apps it can touch, the more important permissions and review become. Imagine a lead form comes in. An agent researches the company, drafts a follow-up, updates a spreadsheet, and posts a note for review. Useful, but fragile. If the trigger is sloppy, the wrong person gets tagged. If the draft overpromises, the prospect sees it. If the agent updates the wrong record, the mistake spreads. Zapier belongs in the stack when the handoff is repetitive and the approval rule is clear. If the process changes every week, automation should come after you can explain the process to a human without hand-waving. For the same solo owner, that might mean every new inquiry gets tagged, every lead gets a draft reply, and every quote request creates a task. But the first real message to a prospect still waits for approval. The closer AI gets to action, the more context matters. That's why the top tools are about where work lives. Number 2. Microsoft 365 Copilot Business. For Microsoft-based businesses, Copilot may be the strongest work context tool. Microsoft positions Copilot Business for organizations with fewer than 300 users, and its business page connects Copilot to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, Microsoft Graph, Copilot Pages, Agents, and more than 100 connectors. Here is the practical scene. The owner has a Teams meeting. The notes become a proposal in Word. The numbers sit in Excel. The client reply arrives in Outlook. If that's your world, the most useful AI may be the one that understands the meeting, document, spreadsheet, and inbox as one work environment. That's why Copilot ranks above several specialized tools. It is not for everyone. If your business runs on Google Workspace, Copilot may be powerful but too far from the actual work. If permissions and files are messy, Work Context AI can confidently look at the wrong material. Copilot is not the universal number 2. It is number 2 for this ranking because business context is more valuable than another isolated chat window. Then, there's the one tool that can sit above the stack without pretending to replace it. Number 1. ChatGPT Business. ChatGPT Business takes the top spot because most owners need one central place to think before they need 10 assistants. OpenAI says ChatGPT has over 5 million business users and highlights agents, deep research, and connectors for tools such as SharePoint, Google Drive, Box, and GitHub, not for running accounting, CRM, e-commerce, and automation by itself. The better use is coordination. The same owner can keep a ChatGPT project for the business idea, bring in research from Perplexity, rewrite the Wix landing page, brainstorm a Canva campaign, compare customer segments from HubSpot notes, and turn QuickBooks questions into a cleaner list for a real accountant. Then ChatGPT can help design the Zapier workflow, while the actual automation still needs triggers, permissions, and approval rules. That's why it's number 1. It's the thinking layer, not the entire operating system. Use it first when you need a central AI brain for strategy, drafting, comparison, analysis, and planning. Don't let one endless chat become the memory of the business. Use projects, keep context organized, check important claims, send specialized work back to the specialized systems. The practical test is simple. If the task requires thinking across tools, start in ChatGPT. If it requires changing records inside a system, move back to the system. Final starter stacks. Now make the stack smaller. For a service business, start with ChatGPT, Wix or Google Workspace, and QuickBooks. That gives you thinking, public presence or daily work, and financial reality. For e-commerce, start with ChatGPT, Shopify, and QuickBooks. Add Canva when product content and ads become the bottleneck. For content or consulting, start with ChatGPT, Canva, and either Google Workspace or Microsoft Copilot, depending on where your documents, meetings, and clients already live. Add HubSpot when customer memory starts breaking. Add Zapier only when the workflow is clear enough to review. If you're unsure today, start smaller than your ambition. Pick one thinking tool, one place where the business shows up, and one place where the numbers stay honest. Then, add the next tool only when a real bottleneck appears, not when another demo looks impressive on screen. The best AI stack is not the biggest stack. It is the smallest set of tools that helps you research, Create, serve customers, understand money, and repeat the work without losing control. That's how to start a business with AI in 2026. Give each tool a job and keep the important decisions human. If you want the next step, comment your business type: service, e-commerce, or content. I will use that to decide which automation workflow to break down next. And if you want practical AI signal without chasing every new tool, subscribe for the next video. Once you have that stack, the next question is the one that can save you the most time or create the biggest mess. Which workflow should you automate first, and which parts should still need approval?